Um,
Hello everyone.
Hi.
Hello,
Hi.
hello, everybody.
Hello,
Thank
everyone. Good
you.
evening.
Hello.
Good evening. Okay, hi. Welcome to our live chat. I'm your host for tonight. My name is Zen. I'm originally from Philippines, but now living here in Canada for more than 10 years with my two kids and my husband. And first of all, I would like to let you know that we're starting a little earlier than planned due to some schedule change. Thank you for understanding, and also thank you so much to my amazing business partners here with me for being here and taking the time to join this discussion. Many of us, or majority, all of us, are balancing work, parenting, marriage, responsibilities, and personal goals all at the same time. So being here truly means a lot. And to everyone watching live or catching the replay later, welcome. We appreciate you spending your time with us. And whether you're already building something online, looking for extra income ideas, searching for more flexibility, or simply wanting encouragement as busy parent like us, we hope this conversation inspires you. Our discussion for tonight is all about balancing life, family, work, and building something meaningful during the little pockets of time that we have. We just want this to be a relaxed, honest, and encouraging conversation where we can learn from each other and hopefully inspire someone watching as well. So without further ado, we'll be going around answering six questions from my amazing business partners here, and together, and hopefully something shared here resonates with someone watching. Okay, so I'll start with Tony with his question. What's this? Tony's question is, what is one small win you are proud of recently? So you can answer this question and introduce yourself as well to your audience.
All right. Thank you so much, Sen, for that very amazing introductions, and thank you so much, team, for having me, and also for adjusting your time for me. Sorry, but okay, to answer that question, to share my small wins, is that my small wins is having my quality time, spending my quality time. But to go on for that question, I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Tony, and like Sand, our host, I'm originally from the Philippines, and I moved to Canada since 2008. And prior to that, I've been working from the Philippines since I turned 18. And uh, to sum it all, I was working like more than 35 years now. So and for that 35 years, I uh, I thought that working hard, being a good provider is that's the way I can be rich. I thought that's the way how I can give a good future for my family. But since 3 years ago, I found this amazing opportunity. And in the beginning, I was skeptical, like so many who started in this journey. But because I had big dreams for my family, and as my realization is I'm missing lots of my kids' milestone and my family's milestone. So I jumped in, and then um, fast forward since 3 years to today, I can say that um, my small wins is getting rid of my second and my third job. That's a big thing for me. Instead of going to to work and skip for my kids, for my kids uh, play or something, I'm now spending my time with them. And that's for me, it's small wins, and I appreciate, and I'm feeling grateful that I have found this amazing opportunity, and I can't wait to finally work full time on this amazing online business. So for me, I used to be so busy. I used to be so like going to work so early and then coming home late, and then but now I can cook meals and eat dinner with family, and I can go with them whenever they need me, and that's my wins for me. And uh, yeah, and if I made it, if I did it, everyone who might be watching us now, and thinking and still hesitant to do it. You don't need to know everything from the start. All you have to do is you should be willing to learn, because we have the step by step training that will show you every step of the way to do this. So I think
That-
that's it for me.
Wow.
And again, thank you for having me, for helping me.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you so
Yeah,
much, Tony. I'm so proud of you, like stepping
yeah,
outside of your comfort zone.
right.
Confidence grows through action, and then every small step counts. So, congratulations for your success. And thank you so much for being here tonight. Really grateful. Thank you for your time. Okay,
Thank
I
you,
will
thank you.
step now, step on now to the very first question. And I will answer this. What motivated you to start this journey? So personally, what motivated me to start this journey was really our situation as a family at that time. I started this business back in April of 2019 while I was on my maternity leave with my youngest child. Since I wasn't working for a year, my husband was the only one providing financially for our family. And as many parents know, bills and responsibilities never stop. We were financially struggling, and deep inside, I really wanted to help my husband, and while still being able to stay home with our newborn baby and my grade schooler son. I remember praying for guidance and searching for something flexible that I can do online during the little pockets of time that I had as a busy mom. I eventually came across this opportunity through social media. And before getting started, I made sure to really do my research and due diligence first. What I loved most was that I didn't need previous experience or business experience to begin. Everything was beginner friendly, flexible, and based on simple video and text trainings that I could learn at my own pace. Fast forward to now, I'm still here. Thank God, 7 years later, and I'm honestly so grateful I found this. It has truly been life changing for me and my family. That's my answer to that question. Let's now move on to question for Evangeline. What has been your biggest challenge while balancing life, work, family, and this journey? The floor is yours.
Okay. Before I answer for that, so I introduce myself. My name is Evangeline Mendoza, living here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, with my family, a mom, a wife, and also a mom of two lovely girls, and also a proud digital business owner and working in the healthcare industry as a part-time because of this business. And now, so I answer for this questions. So for me, the biggest challenge for me is not just the time, but the energy, emotions, and also the presence. As a mom, my heart is always my family, and also as a healthcare worker, I give my best to take care for them, for others, and also as a digital business owner, I am building something for a bigger future for my family. So there is a day sometimes everything I feels like happening at all once, like work shift, family needs, school needs, and also building business behind the scenes. So we know what's the feeling. So sometimes we feel like we are tired, overwhelmed, and sometimes we have to. But I always remind myself, why I started in this business. So I always go back to my why. So the hardest part is learning how to fully presence like in each rules, but without feeling guilty in each rules, and also, but the only thing that for me that I don't have to learn to be perfect, but being intentional for everything what I did and to handling everything as possible but without guilt. And as a journey of this business, I so I'm choosing like not being perfect, but I choosing the progress and also to not perfection, so over perfection. So, and as every moms or parents out there, I know you're not alone. We are building something bigger. We are building something like for our long-term goals, but we can do it as long we never quit, as long we never give up and keep going no matter what, any struggles or any problems in our life. Okay, so that's all for me. Back to you, Zen.
That's amazing. Thank you very much, Sis Evangeline, for being so honest because sometimes people only see the highlights and not the challenges behind the scenes. So that's very relatable. I think many people watching or maybe the replay later or live right now struggle with balancing everything too, including myself, even. And the fact that you continue showing up despite those challenges says a lot about your determination. So well done. I'm so proud of you. And thank you again for being here, joining us.
Thank you.
Now, on to question number 3 for Mary Chris. So, your $1,000,000 question. What
Okay, thank you
keeps
so much.
you, yeah, what keeps you going even during hard or overwhelming days?
Yeah, thank you so much, Sis Zen, for giving me that question. And before I will answer that question, hello everyone, and good evening. And I would just like to introduce myself. I am Mary Chris. I'm a fourth grade teacher here in New Mexico, USA. I've been teaching for 29 years already, and I love what I'm doing. Yeah, but um, I found this business during the time that I was given really a big class wherein my co-teacher in third grade resigned and went back to her previous school district, and I taught both classes, and then it was again happened the following year. It was really a struggle for me, and that's the time that I saw an ad in social media, and yeah, that motivated me and gave me hope. I watched the webinar, I registered for it, and I found hope and potential to have to do this business and change my life and the life of my family. I was struggling, living paycheck to paycheck ever since. So, you know, my greatest why, my family is the reason why I joined this business. So that keeps me pushing forward every day, showing up even during the happy days, and also during those challenging days. So, yeah, first of all, um, I would just like to let our audience know that I'm a working mom, a wife, a teacher, and someone building a business on the side. Yeah, this question is close to my heart. Honestly, there are days when life feels overwhelming for me. Days when I feel physically like today, it was really a long day for me. I was physically tired today, mentally drained, and emotionally exhausted. So because I always bring barrels and barrels of patience every day, because you cannot be a teacher if you have a long patience. So there are days when I wake up early for work, spend the whole day teaching, come home tired, cook for dinner, clean, do other chores, help with family responsibilities, and still try to show up for this business at night time. So I work 9 to 5, and then from 5 to 10, that is the time that I do this business while I'm doing cooking dinner and doing some chores. I know many parents, especially moms, can relate to that. People sometimes They think that building something online is easy, but the truth is, anything worth building takes consistency, patience, and sacrifice. And that is what I experience. So what keeps me going even during hard days? Honestly, it's my greatest why, my family. They keep me going. My children, they keep me going. The dream of having more time, freedom, and financial freedom keeps me going. Because I realize if I will keep living only paycheck to paycheck, nothing will really change. If I will not change something in my life, in my daily routine, in my perspective in life, nothing will happen. So as a teacher, I'm grateful for my job because it has blessed my family in many ways. But deep inside, I also knew I wanted more choices in life. So I wanted to, to provide more for my family without needing to work harder physically forever. I wanted that flexibility, that peace of mind, to be present for important occasions for my family without constantly worrying about finances. And that dream became stronger than my excuses because if other people, they will just say, oh, I cannot do that, I'm so busy, oh, I cannot do this, I have some other things to do. But if your greatest why is stronger, you will do whatever it takes. Another thing that keeps me going is remembering where I started. When I first started this journey, I didn't know everything. I was scared at first. I was very skeptical. I doubted myself. I overthought everything. So, yeah, these are just some of the challenges. But even in our life, there are also challenges, but you need just to keep going because you just need to focus on the price because just remember what is really your goal, and you know that it's more time for your family and to give a comfortable life for your family, and you will do it because you know your purpose. Thank you so much, sis Zan, and yeah, that is
Yeah,
from me to answer the
that's very
question.
wonderful, beautiful. I'm sure someone watching who feels discouraged right now can relate to what you just shared. So that's very beautiful. Having a strong reason really helps during difficult seasons of our lives. I love that mindset because, progress doesn't always happen quickly, but continuing anyway is very powerful. Okay. Thank you very much, Maricris. Now, on to our next question that is for Caroline. What advice would you give someone who wants more flexibility or extra income but feels afraid to start? The floor is yours.
Thank you, Zen, for this question. First, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Caroline. I live in California. I'm originally from Vietnam, and I'm a mom of two grown sons. And I also have like a full-time travel retail business that I do full-time. And this digital business is my passion because I sincerely believe that it will pave the way for my retirement security. So I just love it, and I love the community, and I'm so happy to be here today with my digital business partners. So, what advice would I give to the viewers? So it's quite simple because what I really feel is you should not wait until you are ready, like 100% ready, because most likely most people would never feel ready. And I completely understand how you feel because when I started, it was the same for me. There was a lot of doubts and fears. For example, the fear of not of failing, first of all. Also, the fear of a judgment, like how my family or friends would see me doing this. What would they say? And also the fear of making a mistake and the fear of wasting my time. So it's completely normal to have those doubts and those fears, but the the key point is you should not let your fear make the decision for you. But what I really feel is, yeah, at the beginning, you might have to step out of your comfort zone. And most people, when they do that, it's indeed a very uncomfortable feeling. But, after you join and you start learning and growing, and with encouragement of the community and the guidance of the coach, all this will be overcome. So don't worry about it. And sometimes what I realize is actually riskier for you to stay stuck in your situation than trying something new. So please try to let go of that fear and take action, even if you do not feel ready. And I also feel for people, a lot of people are busy. They have you just heard the testimonial from Mary Chris. From all of us, we have a lot of responsibilities. We most likely have a full-time job. We have family. We have a lot of things to handle. So and also the economy is changing, right? Price rising. Inflation is surging. We all need extra income. So this is the best way, to start this digital business. Keep in mind, it's a low risk. You don't need to give up your job. You can just join. And like for me, one of the main reason I joined, aside from my big why, which is my family, is it already has a proven system, and it has automation and training. You don't need to figure out everything on your own. So why not? You have nothing to lose. So I would highly, recommend people watching now who are undecided to let go of the fear and just take that step, and you will learn as you grow. And none of us here do not start with full knowledge. We all start from scratch, and we all learn and grow together. So don't hesitate. Okay, so back to you, Zen.
That's beautiful. Thank you, sis Caroline. I love how practical and realistic your advice is for busy parents and working individuals. That's such encouraging advice. Thank you for that. I agree completely. Most people wait for perfect timing, but growth often happens after we begin. We all started with, zero knowledge, zero experience, but here we are more than many years later, and we're loving it. We're loving what we're doing. Now on to Luisita. Save the best for last. This is the last question for tonight. This is for you. What is one goal you hope to achieve for yourself or your family this year?
Thank you, ladies. I am so fortunate to be here today. So, I found this business during the pandemic. So, it was a dire need to make a change. It was between life and death. During that time, I was a practicing nurse full time for 34 years, and I saw deaths left and right, bags of bodies being bagged, cold blue every day. We were running out of oxygen. So, this business has given me so much. The goal that I had during that time of the pandemic, I would totally reevaluate every day and look at this business that it has given me so much and other people. So the goal in the next 3, 6 months, 9 months, years is to look at this business like my life again depends on it. Not just myself, but the people around me who trusted, we have business partners globally. As you know, this business is in 27, 28 countries, and it's global offices all over. So as we know, and as I know that this business has provided for me more than I asked for, it is a work in progress, no perfection. I didn't know how to do this business. I trusted my gut. I thought, the doubt of being it as a scam, as a something that would not work for me, I took that out of the equation because my life depended on it. So as going on almost 5 years into the business, I think the goal more for myself and my family is to take this business seriously, like my life depends on it. That I don't have any more tomorrow to make another step to find another business, but instead to build a business after business to generate much income that I need to support myself, my family, and along the way to help those who's trusting me to join me in this business. So I would say the goal, as I've said, within the next 3, 6, 9 months is to treat this business seriously. Any kind of business that you venture into, of course, there is a capital. And if you put money into a business, you are going to do every possible way to win in this business. Do not take it like you got into the business. I got me a little job, a little business, or little reward, and then you're happy with that little reward. How much do you want? What do you want? I tell myself that over and over when it's so hard because it's not easy. I'm a nurse. I'm not a tech savvy, but we have a 24/7 online training. We have these coaches right in front of you who's going to walk you through, and mentors who will walk you side by side. You don't have to be a tech savvy. You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to hold inventory. You don't have to have monthly dues. All you have to do is treat it like your life depends on it. Treat it like that income that you need from this business, which of course the baseline of why we started a business is to generate more stream of income, not just for us, but for the generation to come, and build a legacy that you will bank onto yourself. Hey, I built this for the children, that you can deed to the children once you're gone and done with this business. So the testimonies of these ladies, and among other 280,000, is legitimate. So I'd say that is my goal, to bank on this business as if my life depends on it. So that will be for the next years and days to come.
That is really such a meaningful goal. I love it so much. I love hearing goals centered around family and personal growth because that's what makes this journey meaningful. We're building opportunities not only for ourselves but also for the people we love. So before we end this discussion, do you like to give any, a moment to share a final message to everyone watching live or on replay? There may be someone watching us right now who's been thinking about, creating extra income, finding something flexible to do during their free time, or simply wanting more options for themselves and their family. So, I'd love to give each one of you to share a few encouraging words. And if anyone resonates with your story or journey, feel free to let them know they can absolutely connect with you or with us. So, yeah, maybe I'll start off with Caroline, and then you can point to another person after.
Yes, thank you. So if you are watching us right now, my word of advice is just overcome your fear and take action. You can see our website under our names, and you just reach out to one of us and sign up simply with your name and email, and to access a free and no obligation information session that explains you the business, right? And don't hesitate to ask questions. So just take action, ignore the fears. And Vanji, would you like to share another pearl of wisdom? Oh, you are
Since
muted?
I started this business, yeah. Since I started this business as my plan B, so yes, the word of my advice: just start your backup plan or plan B, because you doesn't know if something happened, uncertain things in your life, in your family. There is a backup or backup income for you, so you're not stressed for any expenses or any, that's something that can help, because if you are stressed out for everything, it's something going on, it's very stressful. So start your plan B now and you figure it out later. So that's all for me. So back to you. And for okay, Mary Chris, maybe you have something to say something about.
Yeah, sure. So if those who are listening right now and will be watching the replay later, if you want options in life better, more better options in life, if you want to build flexibility and spending more future memories with your family, this is the right business that you can start, not tomorrow, but today, now. Because, this business helps already a lot, hundreds of thousands of people all over the world, that their lives were changed and they were able to have the time freedom for your family. Because me, that's my purpose, to have the time freedom and not to worry about expenses when we travel and when we come back. the bills are piling, and we know that in this business we can have extra income. So if you want that person to have that extra income and more opportunities in life, that you will be able to retire early later on from your 9 to 5 job, because our job right now is not any more stable because we experienced it during the pandemic, the COVID. So it's very important that we have a plan B that we can start today. And yeah, the first step is to watch our life-changing webinar. So reach out to any one of us if you are curious, if you have question in your mind, reach out, because the first step is to watch the webinar like what we did before. So thank you so much.
Any share messages that you'd like to share, Luisita, before we will end our discussion?
Yes, this is a fun business and this is a real business. So start now and we'll see you in the next podcast. This is really a great accountability partner. So come and join us next time and just do it.
Just
Do
do
it
it,
if
right?
you're looking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us and being part of this conversation. To my amazing business partners and to Tony, who actually went on to his job. Thank you so much for your honesty, encouragement, and positivity. I'm truly grateful for each of you and proud of the journey you're on. So, and to everyone watching live or catching the replay later, thank you for spending your time with us. We hope this discussion encouraged you in some way, especially if you're balancing work, family, personal goals, or simply looking for more flexibility and opportunities in life. Remember, you do not have to have everything figured out before taking the first step. Small, consistent actions truly make a difference over time. Again, thank you, everyone, and we appreciate every single one of you. Have a good day, good night, good noon, whatever time zone you're at.
Bye.
Bye bye.